So we have some good news. The cost of food might be coming down. However, the bad news, the cost of food might be coming down because manufacturers are using insects as a replacement ingredient. Yeah, how scary is that? Well, today we're going to get to which manufacturers, which companies, which fast food restaurants are actually using ingredients like this to actually offset the increased cost. Well, we're going to discuss that in today's video. So if you want to know what's going on, why this is happening, well, stick around and I'll explain exactly what is going on. So all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So let's get right down to it. How many people want to go into a fast food restaurant or even eat items at home knowing that there are insects or insect parts in that food? Probably not many. Well, look at this. It says Tyson Food partners with insect protein startup to develop ingredient facility. This is back in October. Okay, in October 26, 2023. It says the meat giant and Protix will construct a plant to produce insect protein ingredients for pet food, aquaculture, and livestock production. However, Protix also provides food and Tyson's provides chicken and beef to places like Taco Bell, McDonald's, KFC, Yum Brands, Kroger, right? Many big names. Now, here's what I want to show you. We are now seeing that more and more companies are using things like, artificial ingredients. This is one of the reasons why the United States and many foods from the US are banned over in Europe. Okay, because of the sugar content, because of some of the artificial ingredients that we use here, that the FDA deems safe here. But in other countries, they say no, it's actually illegal. But here's the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention. Everybody's been asking, why are prices still going up in restaurants? Well, prices were going up because certain ingredients were becoming more expensive. Things like beef, chicken, shrimp, pork. It was just getting too expensive. So what do people try to do, and what did the industries try to do? They came out with things like the Impossible Burger, where it was not beef. It was a fake beef. That's what they're doing. I've seen restaurants put Spam on the menu. Okay? That they are trying to sell, Spam burgers. They're trying to sell different things like that. And I know a lot of people absolutely love it, but it's just fake meat. But here's something you may not know. The FDA has allowed people to accept food that has insects in it. Look at this. It says these are just certain gross things that the FDA allows. For wheat flour, it says the FDA's threshold for insect filth in flour is an average of 75 or more insect fragments per 50 grams. It says for rodent filth, it's an average of 1 or more rodent hairs per 50 grams. Going gluten-free never sounded so tempting. Interesting. Here's another one. Apple butter. It says sometimes the wording in the handbook is a little worrying. The FDA allows an average of 5 or more whole or equivalent insects, not counting mites, aphids, trips, or scale insects per 100 grams of apple butter. Says there's no explanation of why there's a list of accepted insects, so it's implied your apple butter may contain any number of them. Interesting. Well, I looked into a little bit more of this. And it says the Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, lists insects as natural or unavoidable defects in food that present no health hazards for humans. That's what it says on their website. Now, the FDA does allow some foods to contain whole insects, but insect parts like heads and legs are the most common. This is what we're getting. So when, again, Tyson Foods they're partnering with Protix. That's a little bit of an issue. It's a little bit of a red flag. But again, this is going to bring down the cost of food. This is going to ensure that these companies like Tyson Foods, and again, there's been no indication that Tyson Foods is going to use Protix to start putting insect protein into human food. Okay, there's been no sign of that. However, Tyson Foods has already pretty much accepted the fact and said that yes, there are. Okay, of course there are. Insect parts in pretty much everything they sell. And it's the same with almost any manufacturer. But here's what I think is very interesting. According to the Center for Invasive Species and Research, they are saying that it's estimated that the average American eats about 2 pounds of dead insects per year, or insect parts per year. They say these bugs are found in vegetables, in rice, beer, pasta, spinach, broccoli, beef, right? Then the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has allowed insect parts for certain food types. They know this. Okay. So what does that mean moving forward? Well, here's the problem. We have always been looking for other ways to bring costs down. We, lay off employees. It brings costs down. We get rid of certain buildings and manufacturing plants, and it brings costs down. We send all of our operations overseas, down to Mexico, wherever. Right? It brings costs down. Okay. Just think. What if we just sent everything down to Mexico or another country and they decided to use insect parts? Because it, again, brings costs down. It's just less ingredients. Okay? Less expensive ingredients. Especially when the United States is sanctioning other countries, this makes it kind of an option. One, the path forward is we use insect parts. Again, am I saying that Tyson Foods is doing this? Absolutely not. Have they already kind of been on record to admit that yes, there are insect parts in their food? Yeah. Did they also say that they're not going to use Protix to advance that and increase the insects per insect parts per gram? Yeah, they've said that. But at the same time, this is the big thing, is that company's still profitable. Tyson Foods has already shut down many plants over the past couple years. I'm just using Tyson Foods because of their partnership with Protix, because of their agreement with McDonald's and Taco Bell and Wendy's and KFC, that they provide a lot of the beef, a lot of the chicken, and as a result, them having this agreement with Protix, and again, this isn't new. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because a lot of people have been asking, like, is this really a thing? And the answer is yes. Right now, a lot of people are skeptical about getting any food from a fast food restaurant because what is in it? Most people don't know. So I just want to leave you with that. Just understand, as of right now, yes, there's some positives here. Your food costs may come down, but the negatives, you may not be having actual ingredients. They may be insect parts. We've already seen this in other countries. It's just a matter of time before the United States and companies here inside the United States realize that yes, we're already consuming a lot of these insects and stuff through other forms. Maybe we just crush them up and put them in our food. So we'll see what happens there. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think this is right? Or do you think this is just another way companies are getting by in order to make their profit? Let me know down in the comment section below. But that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys on the next one.